It's now my distinct honor to introduce our student speaker. So I mentioned her earlier, but she's going to be addressing our students today, and I'm excited to introduce you to Ms. Kaylee Smith. Ms. Smith is the PTK College-wide president, a member of Psi Beta, and is graduating today with her associates in Arts Cum Laude. Please join me in welcoming our student speaker, Ms. Kaylee Smith.
Good afternoon, students, faculty, staff, friends, family, and my fellow graduates of 2026. My name is Kaylee Smith. I'm a first-generation dual enrollment student, and today I'll be graduating from Pasadena State College with my associate's in arts degree. It is an honor to be standing before you as a student representative of the class of 2026. I want to begin by thanking a few of the people who have championed my success as a student and a leader. I want to begin by thanking my parents, so my mother and father. Thank you so much. Giving me the abilities, opportunities, and the confidence to succeed. I also want to thank my mentor and role model, Dean of the School of Business and Innovation, Curtis Gaglione, for always believing in me and pushing for me to accomplish greatness. Standing here today, I must acknowledge that we all come from different walks of life. Each of us arrived at Pasadena State College with different goals, different definitions of success, but there's one thing we all have in common today. When you walk up on the stage and receive your diploma, you have accomplished what less than half the U.S. population has. And if you're a dual enrollment student graduating today, you've accomplished what less than 5% of the population has. I believe a couple lines from Robert Frost's poem, The Road Not Taken, perfectly sums up this achievement. Two roads diverged in the yellow wood, and I'm sorry I could not travel both. When others gave up at the first sign of struggle, you persevered. You turned in those discussion posts, the lengthy literature reviews, and mastered the smart books with 60+ concepts. Week by week, that to-do list in Canvas grew, and week by week, you accomplished greatness. When balancing life and school, at times it felt impossible. People may have even doubted you along the way, asking how could you possibly do all of that? But maybe if you were ordinary, you'd become victim to doubt. But all of you are extraordinary. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. My road less traveled by was graduating college before I even graduated high school. Programs like dual enrollment opened doors I didn't even know existed. I was challenged to step into spaces that once felt out of reach, but PHSC, my advisors, and my professors gave me the confidence to believe I belonged, creating a community I never quite felt in public high school. In fact, after attending PHSC for one semester, I switched from public high school to homeschool to attend PHSC full-time. And what truly shaped my direction at PHSC was Phi Theta Kappa. As a college-wide president, I had the privilege of rebuilding and strengthening a once-abandoned society, turning it back into a space where leadership, fellowship, scholarship, and service weren't just hallmarks, but lived experiences. Just this year, our Phi Theta Kappa chapter went on to receive not just regional, but international recognition and awards because we did not give up. I learned what it meant to lead with purpose and to serve with intention. The hallmarks of Phi Theta Kappa are not just values I leave behind today, they're values I carry forward into every space I enter. Now, as you walk out of this room with your diploma in hand, you are leading the next generation of doctors, lawyers, teachers, nurses, architects, engineers, business executives, and leaders. You're not just moving on, but you're carrying on every lesson you've learned, every challenge you've overcome, and every moment that has shaped you into the beautiful, wonderful, intelligent, and high-achieving person that you are. We, the class of 2026, will carry forward with resilience, rising up even when the odds are against us. We'll carry forward with curiosity, not accepting words and actions at face value, but questioning the why. In a world that is full of ever-changing AI, we will continuously learn and educate ourselves. But most importantly, we will carry forward with kindness and respect, understanding that our actions onto others is a direct reflection of who we are. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." Everyone in this room has the power to carry that vision forward. You have the ability to make or break someone's day with the small everyday actions of how you speak, listen to, and treat people who are different from you. History doesn't belong in the past, it belongs to us now. It lives on in the way you decide to present yourself when you choose kindness over judgment and understanding over division. Every one of us carries on the responsibility to build a world where character, kindness, and compassion are not just optional, but a standard we must uphold. The road ahead will not always be easy. There will be moments of doubt, moments of failure, and times where the path forward is unclear. Wherever life takes you next, whether it's a university, a career, or a path still unfolding, keep pushing forward, and most importantly, go forward carrying kindness in your heart. Before I end off, I want to teach you guys something I learned while I was in FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America. Is there any FBLA people here? Okay, I want everyone to put your hand out. Everyone in the room, graduate or not, behind me, everyone. Okay, wiggle your fingers. Okay, I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do first, so we're gonna do it together, okay? We're gonna go PHSC gold, okay? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. PHSC gold! Congratulations, class of 2026.